Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, a quick update. I will no longer be doing Sunday live streams. I was streaming live every Sunday and I've been doing that for about a year. And so, the reason why I'm no longer going to stream live is because I'm not really getting the views, and so it really doesn't make sense to continue live streaming. I'll probably in the future do live streams, but right now, you know, it is best for me to focus on other content, um, particularly since I've pivoted. My live streams consisted of me painting on camera. And so my store not only consists of paintings, it now consists of jewelry. And it also consists of the things that I collect. And then speaking of why my store has pivoted, um, so as you know, I paint. A couple of my paintings are in the background. Um, but I had went to my storage and I had all these jewelry supplies sitting there. I have invested a lot of money over the years in jewelry supplies. I used to do jewelry some few years back, and then I stopped for a while. And so I just had the desire to create jewelry again. So over the past week, I've been creating jewelry, and I've listed some of the jewelry that I've been creating. Also in that storage, or in another storage, I had two storages, um, there were some things that I collected. And I'm a big collector. Years ago, I used to sell a lot of vintage and antique items, particularly vintage items, vintage clothing, collectibles, um, particularly art glass. So in the storage, I found some tea sets that I collected and some art glass paperweights that I collected. I'm a big fan of art glass, particularly colorful art glass. So I've been listing those items in my store. And so I had this concept of a store that consists of what I curate, the things that I create, and the things that I collect. And so that's what my store is pretty much consists of now. And so, which is why my YouTube content is pivoting. It has to change. So I'll be releasing videos. I'm aiming for weekly. But the video content is going to change. It's going to more so showcase possibly my jewelry and the things that I collect. And which brings to mind that I'll also be rebranding. So my YouTube channel name is Julene Allens Art. My website is JuleneAllensArt.com. My social media channels are Julene Allens Art. So I'll be pretty much rebranding, changing the name to reflect the pivot. And so I'm not exactly sure what name I'm going to go with. I have a couple of names that I've been juggling in my mind, but I'll be announcing that in a future video. So I really wanted to show you in this video some jewelry that I've been making over the past week that I've listed. If you don't know by now, I have a very boho, eclectic, artsy spirit. And so the things that I create and the things that I collect reflects that. And so I'm bringing these worlds together in one store. And so my jewelry, I like to work with a lot of natural stones. And they're the jewelry pieces are very bohemian. Some pieces are very colorful. They have a mixture of different elements in the pieces. So here's the first one. As you can see, it has different natural stones in this piece. And the stone is a green agate that has been painted on the border, so it's like a gold color. And so the piece has like turquoise and green stones, as you can see here. And then there's a second one. It looks much like that piece. I used the same stone in this second piece, but some of the stones are a little bit different. And I probably should put one on just so you can see what it looks like. So it's kind of a choker. If it's close to the neck, pull my blouse down a little bit so you can see. Very boho, very eclectic. Great for someone who wants to add a bohemian element to their wardrobe. And here's the third necklace I made. This one's very different. Still natural stones. It has, the pendant is turquoise, coral, and lapis lazuli. And I just love the lapis lazuli stone. My ring, I collected this ring like some years back at an estate sale. And this is a lapis lazuli too, but it's very dark and it's an old ring. So it doesn't look like a lapis, but it is. And so this necklace has a lot of natural stones. Some stones are dyed. And I'm going to try this one on so you can see the length of the necklace. I think it's like 20 inches. Pretty much the same length of the necklace I just tried on. Maybe it's 21 inches because it seems to fall a little bit longer than the one I previously tried on. Again, very bohemian, very eclectic, colorful. So if you're looking to add that something boho in your wardrobe, in your jewelry collection, to basically add a boho element, that's definitely a piece for that. And then I'll show you a few bracelets I made. I'm a big fan of Nepal, Indonesian beads. So this is a brass bead with an elephant, and then it has a brass bead with faux turquoise and coral in it on the sides. And then the stones are, the pink stones are rose quartz. And then the bluish stones are Turkish turquoise. So it's definitely one of those global bohemian pieces of jewelry. And this one has brass beads like the first one does on the side. The stone is a quartz crystal, but it has the veining inside the quartz crystal. And I'm going to bring it closer to the camera so you can see. And then the green stones, I believe, is aventurine. And then there are a couple of pieces of ore, silver ore chunks that are on here. Pretty, isn't it? It's very pretty, very unique. It's a very unique piece. And the last bracelet I'm going to show you, natural stones. Once again, the brown stones, I don't remember. That's the thing about some of my jewelry supplies sitting for years. I don't necessarily remember some of the stones that I bought. But they have some really interesting shapes to them. And then these purple chips on the bracelet is a dyed stones. And then there are some in between some of the stones is crystal. Not the crystal stone, but the crystal, I want to say crystal glass. Crystal glass stones. So yeah, those are some of the pieces. The necklaces has been listed. The bracelets I'll be listing today. And by the time this video airs, it'll probably be today or tomorrow. It's Wednesday, July 29th. So by the time this video airs, the bracelets will probably be listed. So that's all the content that I have for now. Oh, real quick. This summer I have been painting florals, and a couple of my florals are in the background. And some of them have been turning out beautiful. Like I love these two in the background. And then some of them, I have. it's been a trial and error. Some of my paintings, some of my florals have been like I've been learning. They have been literally learning experiences, and so basically, I am painting florals all summer because I really want to get good at florals. And so the more I do, the better I'll get and the more I'll learn. So, so I've been listing a lot of the floral paintings on my websites, the ones that I feel are listable, that should be listed. The others that I feel have been a failure, I guess there's no such thing as I wouldn't say there's no such thing as a failure. But the paintings that I feel that didn't work out so well, I've set those aside. I have not listed them. But I'll list my website link and my eBay store in the description. My website only has my paintings, so it only has the art that I create, but my eBay store has my paintings, my jewelry, and my collectibles. So I'll link that in the description so you can find me on the web. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll get notified of the next video. And I hope to see you real soon. All right, bye.